what I am saying now. At the night, in a deserted area, someone put and leave you into a large room of a deserted house that without lights and electricity. Now you are in a thick darkness that you can't even see anything around you. At this moment, you are helpless. There are no one around you to ask the help. You want to get out of this room and house as soon as possible. What can you do? It is no use of screaming for help because this is a very deserted area. No one will come to your aid. Only you can do something. How about wait until morning and find a way to go out when the sunlight comes? But that is too dangerous. You will have to face life-threatening danger in the whole night alone. That could be even from the people who brought you here. So, the only thing you can do is walk around in the dark and quickly find a way to get out of this room. Imagine, as you wander around in the dark for a while, you can find a candle on a table. As you wander in the dark further, you can find a matchbox also. So, isn't that the most valuable thing you have ever received in this moment? Now you can light the candle and easily find a way to leave the room. That is how valuable the education is. Without education, you are like a person in the thick darkness. You are unable to see the world and move forward. If someone says that when you are reached the right age, you can achieve success by earning money and education is not necessary, what is your response? Would you choose education or would you choose money? We can explain that also from the previous example. The candle and the matchbox are the wealth you have earned by walking here and there in the thick darkness. But just having by those two, you cannot get out of the room. You can only get out it with the light that produced by using the candle and the matchbox. This light is the education. No one can touch it. It is only within you. So, no matter what age you are, you should get the relevant education that appropriate for your age. No matter what stage you stop at, having some level of the education is important to succeed in your life. Someone might think that not having an education is not a barrier to success. Yes, you might be right, but if you look at the history of the world so far, it seems that the majority of successful people have had some level of education. Now you may ask me, what did you mean by success and what basis did you define that? Well, let me explain. Success is not just about being rich nor having some social power. It also includes the mental freedom, self-satisfaction, and the humble happiness about the journey you come so far. you have these things in yourself, if you feel that you have successfully achieved your life goals, then you are a successful person. So, if we take these things that I have mentioned as the criteria for success, let's see how these are related to education. Think, if you do not get a proper education, even if you are a successful person in future life, you may face some problems in maintaining your success. It is difficult to stay long time in any field without the proper knowledge. If the employee working under you is a more educated person than you, it will always cause problems in your communication. That is why education is important to maintaining the things like your mental freedom and the self-satisfaction. So, if you are someone who has decided to abandon the education, you should think carefully about your decision again. Even if it is not at the highest level, you should get enough education to become an expert in your field. One day, you will realize that education is the most important and valuable investment you have ever made in your life.